I'm gonna let all you people in London know I don't got no beef with nobody in London. Leave my page alone. I'm done talking about people. Goodbye. Okay? If I tell my story, it would all make sense. But I'm not gonna be able to tell my story because you guys want me to save your prince.
Ah, Saweetie done messed with the wrong one, baby. Listen, I did content yesterday reacting to, commentating over this alleged Dubai special that the, I guess, former singer Saweetie was involved in, and she had an ex-friend come out and admit that essentially she was Saweetie's madame and got her linked up with this world-famous soccer player. Well, this woman initially is complaining that Saweetie is not giving her the funds, or that the soccer player is not giving her funds for the trafficking matchup. So she's been taken to these internet streets, dropping receipt bomb after receipt bomb that not only she knows them, but then also she brokered a transaction. Listen, Saweetie better stop the bullshit and pay the lady, all right? You better pay your trafficker, all right? At the end of the day. Now, again, all of this is alleged and hoes be lying. We understand that. But let's go over what's been coming out on the internet. Let's review.
Hey, please, not my soccer team. Please, don't expose me. Please. Think I give a fuck about London? I'm gonna let all you people in London know I don't got no beef with nobody in London. Leave my page alone. I'm done talking about people. Goodbye. Okay? If I tell my story, it would all make sense. But I'm not going to be able to tell my story because you guys want me to save your prince. Crummy ass prince. It was cool when he played me. But I can't tell everybody. Trust me, the story makes sense. And by the way, your boy told me to go to the internet when I asked very, very nicely. A million times.
Within the post on the right, the trafficker is adding the soccer player and saying, "This is my last time asking about what you owe me. And you know I have the facts. All them balloons you inhale got you running slow AF." So not only does she want the money, but is also accusing him of doing drugs. And she posted this over a text conversation that they previously had. In it, the soccer player says, "Hello, Mary. Sorry to disturb you. I've been trying to get a hold of Diamante." That's Saweetie's real name. "And I've had no luck. We got into it yesterday at dinner. I was trying to figure out if you heard from her at all today." May, the trafficker, responds, "I haven't talked to her today. I did late last night." I said this in yesterday's video, and it's actually crazy for me that women like this are so okay with letting the world know that they be trafficking hoes, right? Like, no consequence for the trafficking of hoes, unless you's a guy. If you's a guy, oh yeah, they're gonna try to get RICO charges up on you, you heard? But when women do it, and the thing is like, not only do they participate as madams, but then they also participate as the hoes, and then go back later and say that they were held against their will. Not all, but for damn sure some of them. This is the post where she accuses her of being a homewrecker, sleeping with married men, and saying that she tried to be nice, but nice don't get you nowhere. Now, in this photo, you have Saweetie hugging the soccer player, and then you got May over here in the corner looking like, "Listen, you better pay me my damn money as soon as y'all stop hugging." And under the post, she writes, "I tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. Took you to London, babes. Took you to Nigeria. Booked you on Australian tour. I'm sorry. I helped this girl so much, only for her to play me and my money at the end. I was just missing my money from London. Pay me up, head, before I start naming the next of your husbands. The rest of your husbands you was playing with." By the way, and I think that it is important to recognize this, is that, the young lady is, obviously she's troubled herself, right? Like, to want to expose someone like this, like, it also gives you an indication of who Saweetie is as well. Right? Because birds of a feather flock together. It's just that their behavior or actions will be recognized or will come off inherently differently. It'll come off differently. This chick is about the exposing smoke, but is demon-like in nature. And I think the Saweetie, although wants to keep things private, has a hint of demon in her as well. And all I gotta say is are any of y'all surprised? They take these certain subsets of women and they can maybe aesthetically pleasing, but they'll lie to you about an image or a status, right? Think about like what she's about. It's like this feminist boss babe empowerment, right? Like icy, right? Like they focus on the material, they focus on the luxury, right? They'll wear these white wigs or these pink wigs, be half naked, right? And they're selling their souls to devils. So to think that these industry hoes won't then go out and do real life hoe shit, if you that naive, then I don't know what to tell you. Let's proceed. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now. Now, I can't play this video because Saweetie is twerking all in this video. It's going to get me popped off of YouTube. Nevertheless, she also uploaded this and said, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce's internet. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you, or I can start addressing some of the rumors with TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't going to let you play me out some money when... It's funny, I haven't actually read cursive in so long now. I'm like, okay, what are these letters? What's funny is that this May chick can't sue them because you can't sue for something that is illegal, trafficking. So she takes it to the internet. However, I'm sure that the soccer player with his tens of millions of dollars, right, if he wants to fight this, right, if it's not true, if it's defamation, you know, they can absolutely fight it. And if it's not true, then I suggest that they do. No need to respond to it within the media. Just handle it behind scenes with lawyers and attorneys. And then the final screen is some other evidence that we already reviewed. Nevertheless, I wanted to take it to the TikToks and see what the general populace is saying. Let's review.
Why is everybody acting so shocked that Saweetie be out there selling that box? Because if you want to be real, like, Saweetie is a rapper, but she don't make money from rap. So how else is she supposed to keep up with her flashy, wealthy lifestyle? Let's be all the way real. Her music don't sell. She don't go on tour. She don't have no brand deals. Like, she don't do anything. She barely posts, because that's how people in all them industries really get their money, like especially rappers, because you know rappers be on they label money, but if you're not making any money, you're gonna owe your label, and then that's why you get shelved or they dropped you. Like, Saweetie don't even have an album out, and matter of fact, Saweetie has never dropped an album, actually. Then on top of it, she's never been on a tour by herself, like a tour for Saweetie. Saweetie's never even been on tour. All most she's ever did was pop up at Rolling Loud Festival. She's never did nothing else.
And anything that she tries to drop from like a single perspective ends up going double napkin. And this is years ago. So it's a good question. How is she making money?
Now, granted, she had a couple endorsements with McDonald's and Mac and
some
other shit, but Saweetie don't make no noise. She's still, like, at the level she's at, she's damn near still a new artist. She just didn't go nowhere. Like, so for her to be selling that selling that box overseas and damn near got a madam and be doing drugs. Well, yeah, like, she's just doing what she got to do. And I just feel like that's a lot of those rap girls, because they music don't sell. So they're not making money from music. So if they're not making money from music, they either selling it or they put up with a rich man somewhere like JT. Like, your music don't sell, but your lifestyle's still flashy. So clearly somebody's footing the bill. It's just not you.
Shout out to the women that are out there that are just full of logic. We see y'all. We like to call y'all MTRs. Nevertheless, Saweetie's image is the type to reject a man based off of his financial capability, right? For lack of a better phrase. Meanwhile, your financial capability comes from the insides of your body, right? In the orifices and how they pleasure men, allegedly. If your coochie is your wallet, you need to be a lot more humble. Next.
I'm very surprised that people are surprised about what Saweetie may be doing to make money. I legit thought this was common knowledge. Like, what do you think these beautiful women who are keeping their bodies tight, getting all the plastic surgery, paying $700,000, $2,000, $3,000 for wigs are doing? Because they don't have jobs. None of these women have jobs. Saweetie's job doesn't make her no money. Like, sometimes I remember when I think her name was Jada was really big, and they were like, yeah, she has businesses. I was like, her businesses don't make no money. You know that. And this is no shade to them. I mean, this is the oldest industry in the world. And those type of men are not a prize. Like, they know what they want. They're not looking for some businesswoman. They're not looking for something. They just looking for a pretty woman to sit beside them and that they could pay so they ain't got nothing to deal with afterwards. It also helps them maintain a cycle of abuse, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, that's also why sex workers were like, why are all y'all trying to dress like me or us? And it was really because these women were selling sex work without explicitly saying, oh, this is sex work. So you buying all of these clothes that look like stripper clothes, again, no shade, when you're not a stripper. And so all like the strippers and stuff were just like, why y'all dressing like this? Like, this is stuff I wear to the club. Do y'all understand like what's going on? Y'all don't really see, y'all can't see through this facade. Even when people started getting BBLs, the same thing happened. Like, why you a regular person getting a BBL? Yeah. And again, people can do whatever they want to do, but like all of these trends started because they started with sex workers. Like, some accountant at Deloitte didn't wake up and was like, you know what? I want a disproportionate booty. And it's not just the black women. Let's be clear. A lot of the model industry is also sex work, and they are mostly escorts. These people, I think social media may have opened another gateway for them to make more money, but they're not making enough money to live the lifestyle that they are showcasing. So there are sponsorships, there are brand deals, but unfortunately, especially when it comes to the black women, they're not getting as big of a deal as the white models, even though, again, the white models aren't making that much money either.
She brings up so many fantastic points. And the thing is that many of the lemmings of these modern women who have gotten tricked into considering that the things that these famous influencers and entertainment artists are trying to bolster in regards to whether it be requirements onto men or the changes within their bodies and the way that they look, a lot of that shit, like, I get confused because I'm just like, if we telling y'all that we don't like the white wig hair, right? You see chicks walking on the street with red hair now and shit like that. If men are telling you that, like, that's just not attractive. Where are you getting that from? Go up to your local script club and you gonna see it more often than not. So it's like they're getting their cues from an S industry, but they think that it's okay to just normalize it or indoctrinate it within the culture. You know, and I've said this before, is that one of the issues with today is that, you know, you can't take a look at the image of a modern woman and then separate that from the image of a hoe. I go all over it all of the time when I go through, you know, these girls' IG profiles, and I'm just like, based off of what I'm seeing, you are advertising yourself like an S worker. That's what you're doing. And that's how men are going to continue to look at it. Although the modern feminist propaganda wants us to change our software, the hardware, or our biology, recognizing what that is and what it looks like will not change. And that's not going to change anytime soon. The rate of increase or the speed of technology has not caught up to the slow ass speed of our biology. So long story short, fathers, stay in y'all daughters' lives. All right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment box down below. Do you think that Maybach Bay is going to get what she's owed, allegedly? Do y'all think she gonna get that money? She gonna shut up? I wonder how much she charges. She needs to put that figure up here. Are we talking 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures? I think the soccer player, they said he made like $150,000 a week, right? So I'm curious, right? Let's get down. If you gonna put all this out, what's the number? All right. maybe the remaining Saweetie fans, they can contribute to a GoFundMe to have you shut up or something. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment box, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.